We know about all the classic love songs from the Temptations, the Isley Brothers, Gerald Levert, Teddy Pendergrass, Al Green, to the ones who came after them like Babyface, Keith Sweat, Luther Vandross. The list goes on. We grew up with these tunes being played by our parents. They sang about love and romance, and we longed to experience these emotions these songs described with a significant other. The truth is, love is not a real thing, and many of these classic love songs are nothing more than worship songs to women. There is the love described in the Bible, which refers to charity, but not the feelings we have for someone we're into romantically. We come up with words to describe things, but these things we're describing don't exist. There is no falling in love or out of love. People don't deal with each other romantically for the emotion of love, but for the perception of value. If you provide no value to someone, they aren't going to give you the time of day. And when your value diminishes, the person you're with will start looking for the exits. One thing women do not appreciate is being put on a pedestal. They don't actually like this because it shows you're weak. A woman does not respect a man who can be conquered. Women are not the prize. Men are. Men are the ones who build a society for women to live in. They are also the ones who raise the children. They say a woman can't raise a boy to be a man. But where is the evidence a woman can raise a girl to be a woman? The girls grow up to be as messed up as the boys in single mother homes. A woman's role is to instill the wisdom and knowledge of the father into the children. The ideal woman described in Proverbs 31 had an upright man for a husband, where she took the wisdom she received from him and gave it to the children. A woman wasn't created to be a man's partner. She was created to be a man's helper. What is a helper? The help is someone who assists someone in their endeavors to make accomplishing their goals easier. This means their place is to do whatever is demanded of them to realize the goals and ends of the person they are helping. A partnership is the combining of two forces. They do their thing and you do yours, and you put the two together to get a result. The two partners have separate goals, but will team up because they believe working together will help get both of their goals accomplished. The partner has something the other needs or wants. This is not what being a helper is. The agenda of the person who is helping is to tend to the agenda of the person they are helping. You're not an independent force going your own way and working toward your own ends. You have given your efforts over to the cause of the one leading. In return for her cooperation, the man will make sure she has what she needs and will give her many privileges. Love songs have trained us to bow down to the will of the woman. This is backwards and unnatural, and women have responded negatively to this. Marriage and family, especially within the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community, is in shambles because neither men or women are playing the roles they were meant to play. There was an episode of the Flintstones where Fred and Wilma were talking about the status of their marriage, and Wilma mentions how at the beginning of their marriage, Fred worshipped the ground Wilma walked on. This is what many of us are doing, and this is a problem. Women should bow in allegiance to the man because the man, not the woman, are the ones who are made in the Most High's image. He blew the breath of life into the man, not the woman. The woman comes from you, not the other way around, as she is your rib. Sure, there's procreation, which comes through the woman, but it is the man who bears the seed and decides what soil is good enough to plant it in. It is indeed a man's world because he is the one who built it. The whole notion of wedding rings, men getting down on one knee to propose, extravagant wedding ceremonies costing tens of thousands of dollars. This is all female worship. Worshiping someone who the Most High designated as your assistant. This doesn't necessarily mean all these things are a sin, but we need to examine why we think any of these things are necessary. But this is what the songs, the novels, the movies and TV shows, and even relationship gurus tell us to do. It's obviously not working. People will listen to this and say there's no way women will go for this. This is actually not true. Ask your lady when's the last time she got into a heated argument with her boss at work. Most will say this has never happened, but why not? This is the person who tells her when to get up, when to go home, when she can eat or take a break, where she can go, and how much she will be paid. She has yet to get a raise for all the work she's done, but will show up on time for work every day, but will cuss you out and threaten to leave you if you don't buy her a new pair of shoes. This person has tons of authority over her, and she doesn't say a word about it, but she brings all the smoke to you when you want her to do something. They submit to the will of men every day at their jobs while being insubordinate towards you. The black authority, when discussing relationships, stresses he does not focus on dating, but on power dynamics. He is correct that romantic relationships are a power dynamic. In fact, all relationships of any kind are a power dynamic. Emotions have nothing to do with it. People deal with you based on the respect and influence you have over them, not on their emotional feelings about you. We need to stop bowing down to the woman. It is not what the Most High designed, and women will drag you for it. A woman is not the end-all be-all of your existence. The value you bring to the world is infinitely more important than your dealings with the opposite sex. A woman is not a goal, but a result of you doing what you're supposed to do as a man. Again, you, not the woman, were made in God's image. This means you were given the capacity, as well as the responsibility, to build, produce, and create. When you have done this effectively, you will receive the deference and assistance a woman was created to give you. It's pretty obvious dealing with a woman outside of this dynamic leads to catastrophic results. A woman desires to be with a God. This is one who is a proper image bearer of the Most High. A woman is not impressed with a man with a cushy job that pays well. People with jobs tend to be stagnant. They're not movers and shakers or shaping the landscape. They just found a plug to get some money, showing up to perform a task and leaving after their designated shift. A woman will deal with these types of men to extract their resources, but will not give them the deference and allegiance she is supposed to give a man. We have given women a position they have not earned and was never meant to have. There are many women who are millionaire celebrities because they won the genetic lottery and woke up one day with an enlarged chest. Michael Jordan had natural talent, but so did many other players before and after him. He doesn't become the greatest basketball player ever if he didn't spend hours a day working on his game and honing his skills. Double D cups don't require practice, and a woman's TNA isn't a skill. They may be nice to look at, but eye candy is not an invention, nor is it innovative. Idolatry is a sin, and we bear the consequences of worshiping any part of the creation. We don't do women or ourselves any favors by giving them the deference we give them. Adam, the first beta male, was punished by the Most High for bowing to the will of the woman. The Most High gave man the sun, moon, and stars, as well as all the plants and animals which he put under the man's dominion. This also includes the woman, who in proper dealings with her is to be a wife, and a wife is a possession. This is not about dehumanizing women, but rather putting them in the place the Most High intended for them to be. The first ever feminist was Eve, and she demonstrated, if you want to poison and corrupt a woman, give her power.